Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing great. I'm Pravalika Janga. Welcome to PJ Chemistry. In physical and chemical changes unit, the topics I have divided into three parts. We have completed part 1 and part 2 in previous videos. If you haven't watched my previous videos, that is part 1 and part 2, I gave the link below in the description. Please check it out. Now we will discuss part 3, which contains topic number 4, rusting of iron, and topic number 5, crystallization. And finally, points to ponder. Points to ponder are nothing but we will summarize all these 5 topics. Before getting into our topic, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel, and also at the end of this video, if you like this video, click the like button. It gives me an encouragement, and also share this video with your friends. Without any further delay, let's start our topic number 4, rusting of an iron. Topic number 4, rusting of an iron. Is this rusting of an iron a physical change or chemical change? It's absolutely a chemical change. What exactly is chemical change? A change in which one or more new substances are formed is called a chemical change. Best example is rusting of an iron. In this rusting of an iron topic, we will discuss what is rust, how rust is formed. Later we will discuss how do we prevent rusting. Before knowing how rusting of an iron takes place, let us know what is rust. When an iron object or iron articles is left out in an open area, what happens? A brownish substance gets deposited on its surface called rust. Let us see few examples. Number 1, iron gate. Next is car. Often gets rusted slowly. In air, if the moisture content is very high, then what happens? Rusting becomes faster. Example, iron objects in coastal areas gets rusted fastly. Now let's move to next page. How rust is formed? The process of rust formation takes place in the presence of oxygen and water or water vapor. Rust process can be represented by the following equation. Iron, it reacts with oxygen from the air, and also it reacts with water. We get the rust, which is nothing but iron oxide, that is Fe2O3. The color of the rust will be reddish brown. For the formation of rust, here iron is getting exposed to oxygen from the air and also water. Now we will see how can we prevent rusting. How do we prevent rusting? There are two methods by which we can prevent rusting of iron articles or objects from coming in contact with oxygen or water or both. First method is by applying a paint or grease. What happens when we apply a paint or grease? By applying a paint or grease on iron objects, they cannot come in contact with oxygen and moisture in the environment. So by applying paint method, we can prevent rusting of an iron. Second method, galvanization method. The process of depositing a layer of zinc on iron is called galvanization. Another way is to deposit a layer of metal like chromium or zinc on iron. Comparative to chromium and zinc metal is widely used for galvanization process. So here few examples. In our homes regularly we use the iron pipes, right? And also ladder. To the iron object surface, we are depositing a metal layer. If we deposit metal layer on iron, what happens? Iron object surface won't expose to air or water. So we can prevent rusting by this galvanization method. So here a question arises for us. In these two methods, that is paint method and galvanization method, which one is better? Paint method or galvanization method? Definitely galvanization method is the best method to prevent rusting. Paint method also can be used to prevent rusting. It is like a temporary process. We have to apply the paint regularly. So this method is a short-term process. Whereas galvanization method, it is the long-term process. To the iron pipes, a layer of metal is deposited, that is zinc metal is getting deposited so that the iron pipes cannot contact with the water or air. They won't get exposed, so they cannot get rusted easily. Now let us see about disadvantages of rusting of an iron. Best example is ships. We know that ships are made up of iron and a part of them remains under water. Water drops keep clinging to the ship's outer surface. Moreover, the water of the sea contains many salts. The salt water make the process of rust formation faster. So ships suffer a lot of damage from rusting in spite of being painted. And also ships body parts gets damaged. Repairing is also very expensive. Ships get damaged because of rusting. It's a huge monetary loss to the country. By rusting, the main disadvantage is that it destroys the metal quality and also reduces the strength of the iron. Now let's see about stainless steel. Will it get rusted? No, it won't get rusted because stainless steel is made by mixing iron with carbon and metals like chromium, nickel and manganese. It does not get rusted. Now let's discuss about ozone layer. Ozone act as a protective shield. We know that ozone layer in our atmosphere protect us from the harmful ultraviolet radiation which comes from the sun. Ozone absorbs this radiation and breaks down to oxygen. Here oxygen is different from ozone. What happens if ultraviolet radiations were not absorbed by the ozone? It would reach the earth's surface and cause harm to us and other life forms. So here ozone act as a natural shield against this radiation. So breaking down of ozone is a chemical change. Topic number 5, crystallization. Is this crystallization a physical change or chemical change? Crystallization is an example of physical change. What is crystallization? The process of obtaining crystals of pure substance from its solution is called crystallization. Example, we can obtain crystals of copper sulfate by boiling copper sulfate solution. Another example is salt. Salt can be obtained by evaporation of seawater. Both salt and copper sulfate are the example of crystallization process.